rap shit. This that step, this that smush, this that flash shit.
Hey man, we back again. We got a very special guest on the program today, man. I appreciate this, bro. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, man. OG, Baton Rouge OG.
Man, it's your boy, BigHead, the Dome Doctor in the building, man. What up, what up, what it do, bro? You already know, coming in, checking in from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, man. Right around the corner from the slums, 2 street over from the trenches, almost in the hood, but I'm good, you heard me?
already. So, bro, we gonna get right into it, bro. Since we ain't never sat down, man. Tell us, like, so I know you originally from Detroit. So I want you to tell us, like, when you came to Baton Rouge, man, what first of all, how old were you when you came to Baton Rouge, and what was the differences between Detroit and Baton Rouge?
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure you familiar with BMF, right?
Yeah.
So, like, right before BMF and them moved to Atlanta or something like that,
yeah,
that's where I was at with it. Like, it was get down to lay down. Like, they wanted all the youngsters to sell drugs for some certain clique. Like, you was forced to, especially if your family was doing drugs. And, my parents was, A1 crack addicts. So, with that being said, the crack came in the house. So, our house was a crack house. Police kicking my door in at 6 years old, 7 years old. So, I was familiar with all that then at that age. But we had to, just like how Meech and them had to go.
Yeah.
We had to go.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I got 3 older brothers that was older than me. They were still teenagers. The oldest one was about 13 at the time, 14, but they all got caught up in that type of lifestyle. They was caught up. My mom's was caught up. My pops was missing. So it was basically that. So we came from Detroit and moved down south to Baton Rouge on the Greyhound bus, looking for some help, for some safety, for some structure. But when we got here, it was like the crack epidemic was just starting. And in Detroit, it had them wiped out Detroit.
Yeah.
But when we came down here, we done got ahead of the crack epidemic. So it's like my mom had to go through it all over again. And it really got her the second time. So and then she was by herself with just her children. So, we was like basically in the streets, like from day one. Like I was jumped straight in the streets. Good thing I had, I was a little faster from being from Detroit, because that's the only thing that saved me.
Right. And so growing up, man, people that don't know, what I'm saying, Baton Rouge, man, explain to the viewers how the top and the bottom all was one unit at one time.
Yeah, man, like Baton Rouge was it had potential.
Yeah.
It had potential of being a good city with blacks, you know what I'm saying? But some kind of way, I guess the system saw that, Baton Rouge was going to turn out to be a good city, and then it just turned for the worse. And I was right there to watch it happen. It almost made me feel like I played part in it, because things just went rapidly decreasing real fast. I just knew everybody was doing kind of good. And South Baton Rouge, it turned from community whole to competition.
Yeah.
Some of them, like in the bottom, they was breeding killers.
Yeah.
That was their thing. They was breeding killers. See, in the top, they was breeding hustlers and stand-up guys.
Getting money.
So, it became a competition thing. So, the top had to start breeding killers, and the bottom had to start breeding, everything else too. And then, like through it all, CeeLo kind of solidified it as being gangster when he came out. And, he was from the bottom, but he really didn't discriminate. You know what I'm saying? And that just brought it to a whole gangster level. And that really kind of like turned Baton Rouge into a gangster city. CeeLo played a big part in that. Shout out to CeeLo.
Shout out CeeLo in the count, man, for sure.
Yeah.
So
because it went from Nero to CeeLo.
Yeah, yeah.
That fast. You know what I'm saying? Get with that rail down, kick it around. That, you know, it went from that to what? You know, like that. And then, you know, we just picked up the culture and ran with it.
Right, right. And what age would you say you got into music?
Man, I got into music in Detroit. I rapped my first day in Baton Rouge. I had a rap battle against some grown men and beat them. Me and my brother, he was like 11, I was 9. And we beat Puppy D and Debbie Do, and they was grown men. And they was like the hardest two in the South at that time. But it's like I had the culture because rap was, once I realized I could rap a little bit and I already had rhythm from dancing. You know, I knew how to dance, but you know, dancing in Detroit was different from dancing here. We used to pop lock and stuff, but I knew how to do it a little bit.
Yeah.
And I took the rhythm from that to band at school at Glasgow. I was in the band. I learned how to play all the instruments, and I knew how to I just knew how to play them automatic. Like I didn't know how to read music or none of that because I wasn't into that. I went to school for lunch, but I knew. So in the process, it just all migrated. Like at Dufac Elementary, I was the best rapper there. At Glasgow Middle, I was the best rapper there. At Westdale Middle, I was the best rapper there. When I did weasel my way into high school on some slime ball shit, I was the best rapper there. On the block, I was the best rapper. In jail, every jail I was in, I was the best rapper until I started running into real rappers who had their shit together. But I always was the best rapper from Detroit. You know, I just wasn't the best looking rapper or the best supported rapper or the best dressed rapper. But they couldn't fuck with me in rap.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the thing that with you, man, to me, like I've been following you since like pretty much the beginning times with Trill. And so like it always stood out to me, like where did it come from with those? You didn't, you know, most Southern rappers, some of them got balls, but like a lot of them really kind of they just catch it. But you had the balls too. So where did that come from? What influences did you have to get to that point to where you know, you really got like balls?
Man, I picked my inspiration come from Kool Moe Dee and LL Cool J beef, and Big Daddy Kane being involved in it too. So it had to have bars. Bars was my what separated me. I knew I needed bars. I had bars before I knew what to say. I had bars before I had knowledge. I had to go to jail to read books and watch TV and all that to actually gather a bunch of shit to say. Yeah. But I knew I had the delivery and wanted to put it in certain ways that, you know, people will say, yeah, he can really go. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be one of those rappers. I can't be one of the ones that they pick for looks. Because like at one point in time, like you would think somebody like Chris Cross, you know, grind, but no. JD saw them in the mall, said they looked like some superstars. They had a few people hollering at them, and he went and wrote all their songs. So, you know, at one point in time, it was really just based off how you look to get past. But I always said I knew that'll never get me. So I want to have bars. I want a nigga to be able to say, nah, he wasn't better than me in this. He wasn't better than me in that. But I ain't gonna lie, in rap, I couldn't fuck with him.
Yeah. Facts. And man, you know, like in today's world, man, you know, like they kind of got all these kind of different characters. You really don't have to be what you would, you know, what you supposed to be in order to play. But like, you know, for you, it's like how important was that, like really being what you say you are in your raps? Because I feel like, you know, I get that from you. Like when you touch that mic, you can tell you either been around this scene or done it.
Man, I'm gonna put that like this, bro. Like, I wasn't one of the ones that was all right with T.I. saying he was the king of rap, but I wasn't one of the ones that got the chance to lay around there and put my full potential on display for to stand on what I was saying. So people really wasn't taking me serious, but it was jail going in and out while I was losing opportunities.
Yeah.
And that was because I was keeping it solid, because I was hanging in there with the other dudes that I was on charges with to the end, you know, stuff like that. And I was missing opportunities. So now all this stuff coming up about snitching and ratting and people getting away with this and getting away with that. Right. It really bothers me because I almost lost my first situation with Trill. I know that going to jail played a part in it because it was the beginning. You feel me? It was me and Boosie. Yeah. You feel me? In the beginning. It wasn't Webby yet. It wasn't Fox yet. It was me and Boosie. Right. You feel me? So I had a chance to do my thing, but I went in. Yeah, yeah. And then by the time I came out, that time, there was Webby. I went in again. Came out. This time, it was Fox. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm like, I can't trip because that's how it goes. You feel what I'm saying? And so you know. And speaking of Boosie, man, you know, Hatch was around, man. You know, he been rapping for a minute, but when would you say, man, the first time if you can remember, you met Hatch, like not even on no rap shit? Well, I met him on some rap shit. Okay. Because he been rapping that long, he been good. Like he might have got in at 13 to 14. So I didn't know him at 13 to 14. I knew Donkey. Like I say, I'm really in the streets. See, like Boo really in the streets came a little later, but he was really in the streets. It just came a little later when Donkey and Bronson and you know his older siblings wasn't always around. Right. To so he growed into it. You feel what I'm saying? He became the man across the track. They had their own section, and he just became the man of that section. But Donkey, like I was taking over the streets with my music. Right. And I was a little older, but like I say, I was in and out before I started with Trill. I went in first 16, got out at 18, went back at 18, got out at 20, got out at 23 and met them and then went back, like, you feel what I'm saying? Street life, thug life. I went from surviving, that was for survival though. Right. Like it wasn't for trying to live or trying to ball. Like I come from nothing. So that was my only resources. Until the bag came, I had to do that. I just got a little more knowledge and got tired of starting over. That's why I'm not in jail now. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to go through all that knucklehead, unnecessary shit no more. And shout out to the internet. Thanks to the internet, I can hustle on the internet like I hustle on the streets, and I'm all right. Most definitely. And man, you had a chance, man, being in the streets. You had a chance to run into or be around like legends like Ivan, man, and Lee Lucas, man. Speak on those guys, man. Well, like Lee Lucas, the big homie, and Lee Lucas gave us the inspiration. But he took it to a whole nother level. And like he was one of the ones, like Lee Lucas and Ivy was part of my support team. So though that affects me too, because my support team got fumbled off. You feel what I'm saying? But like Lee Lucas, he was like, Lee Lucas was the type of dude, bro, that go get it and come back with it and split it. You feel me? Really? Like one time I'm gonna say, and I ain't never said this before, but I'm gonna just give you the example of the realness of Lee. Like he'll go out of town, might take a few people with him, might take Black, because Black, was just Black Terry boy. He might take him, he might take Cube, or he might take, some other guys he know, but not me because I wasn't on that level yet. But he'll go get it, and he'll come back with it. But when he come back with it, like say for instance, he come back with 500 pounds. Now this nowhere, like only thing I can do is get myself in trouble at that level. So but he'll make sure that everybody in our circle, from him to the next person, to the next person, to the next person, to the next person, get their proper share of what he did just to keep it, everybody on the up and up. You feel what I'm saying? And every time it fall down and we fall down to nothing, or we go to struggling, like a nigga like me got to go back to Big D where everybody's struggling there and split my crumbs. Like, it wasn't hard for me to get back to nothing, but you know, it wasn't about, okay, I front you this and you bring this back, or I front you this and you bring this back. No, it was this your cut. Now, if you can live off, if you can come up off it, cool. But if you can't, this your cut. You don't owe me nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's how Lee was, but it was more based off the game.
Right.
Like, he started to get into rap, but he had the look. He had the money. You feel what I'm saying? So it was him first.
Yeah.
Then me. You feel me? Or then, you know, however the chain fell down. So we didn't go straight to me and say, well, we're gonna try and see what you do, which we should have did, but you know, I had to, you know, grow because my mind was still on surviving.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's all I was able to show people is I knew how to survive. So, you know, I didn't deserve to be put in front, but somebody should have said, man, we're gonna go head on, because it would have happened way then. Yeah. So what happened was, you know, Lee lay around there. Now, Lee was the first person I know got convicted for influence. You know, like, it's sometimes you commit crimes and sometimes you be the influencer. But you don't have to say, go do this. You don't have to tell somebody to go do something. Like, people don't understand, like, Boo never told Marlo Mike to do anything.
So then that's crazy, bro.
You know, like that'll come all off your influence. Like, I be telling rappers now, man, make sure you use your influence for positive, because the people that look up to you or want to be around you or with you, they're gonna go into your negative life for you just because they want to be around you.
Facts.
You know, there you can just say you don't like somebody, and then something can happen to that person just because you said you don't like it. And that's the power of your influence. So, you know, he kind of like understand that a little better now. But back to what you said, now Ivory was like my young protege. It was different. Like, his brother, Bucky, was a gangster. Like, ain't too many gangsters.
That's his older brother, right?
Yeah, you know, he was a gangster. So he couldn't show no compassion or no love or none of that, because he had his mind made up on, you know, his personality, you know, and he wasn't shaking it for nobody. So Ivory was like the one that wanted to be the responsible one. He wanted to be the one that he wanted to take the responsibility for his older brothers, his little brothers. Ivy it's not just Ivy. It's Bucket, Kamal German, the older brother, then Ivy Smith, Tavares Smith, and to Lauren Smith. All of them dead. Rest in peace to all of them. All of them dead. And Tavares is crazy because his story is he couldn't live without Ivy.
Right. Killed himself, right?
Yeah. So I don't even know if he killed himself, because it was still speculated how it actually happened, and I wasn't there. And his mom is too good of a woman, and heart is too golden for me to say that one of her children killed themselves. You feel what I'm saying? She deserved way better than that. So I'm not even gonna say that. So I don't even know, but I know he told me that he couldn't live without Ivy, and I told him that you still got me.
Right.
I know, but you're not Ivy. You know, and I was like, well, you know, I could take that, but long as you know you still got me and we can hug, you can make it through. But a week later, I got the news. You know what I'm saying? And that was tragic. But, you know, Ivory came up, like, I showed him what drugs was and how to sell it, because I didn't have no choice. I was doing that bad. And he took on my struggle. He was like, I'm going to help you. I'm younger than you, but I'm going to help you. I'm gonna make sure you eat every day. If you come to my house, you can eat. Mom, I done talked to my mom. I done talked to he talked to his grandma. I talked to my grandmother. She understand. And, you know, we'll go from there. So we was trying that. you know, and that's how I got close with this whole family. We trying that, you know. I'm coming there every day. I ain't missing no meal because Blanche's court was right behind them on the other side of the fence, but it was the real struggle right on the other side of the fence. Like he had a little family structure that was kind of like holding up together with the grandmother and the uncle and the mom, and you know, but the uncle had passed like when I first started coming around there. So that just left the mom, the grandma, and the grandchildren, which was Ivy and the twins, and you know, a few more people came around. But we come from there. We come from like, say for instance, if I'm 13, he 11.
Yeah.
So we started at 13 and 11. Now I knew Bucket from 10. You feel me? I'm in this street fights and shit with Bucket trying to prove myself to him because, like I told you, I've been in the streets since I come from Detroit at 9. So at the age of 10 and 11, I'm running with the young knuckleheads anyway. You feel me? So I'm like a big dog to the lit dudes anyway. So, you know, so Ivy was one of the ones that I definitely took a liking to because, like I said, he said, I'm going to make sure you eat. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure if it's too hot, you can come spend the night in here with us. We all in the same room, but it's cool. You know, you're welcome. And, you know, from there, like, I was still trying to manage because I'm paying the bills at my house because, you know, it wasn't but me, my sister, and my mom at the time, and mom wasn't focused. So, you know, I'm trying. So she ended up running me out for trying because I laid around there and I didn't sell it to her, but I didn't mind her having it because it made her happy. You feel me? Yeah. You know, just at some point you love your mom that much, you want to see her happy. You know, you want to see some good things, and that be the only positive time because when you sober, you either guilty or you ashamed or you embarrassed or you wondering why my children ain't got no food. You know, so it's a difference. So, you know, in the process, like she ran me away. Like, cause I stayed too long. All my big brothers had left at 10, 11, 12, 13. Now here I am, 14, 15, still trying to take care of her and my sister. So, you know, it got a little hectic. So she ran me out the house and with a knife. And I was like, nah, you know, it's kind of hard because I'm knowing she ain't scared now. She got heart. She taught us how to, you know, protect ourselves and harm people. Yeah, she definitely showed us how to hurt people. But so, you know, I took her for serious because it was just me and her. But I lay around there and talked to his mom. Now, he already got me in with his grandmother. Now, at this point, he talked to his mom, bro, and they let me stay with him and live with him. You know what I'm saying? They moved to Glen Oaks and they let me live with him, bro, for a little while. You know, I didn't want to stay too long because I knew I was thugging and I was, you know, a bad person, you know.
Getting it in.
Yeah, I didn't want to stay too long, but, you know, from that right there, I was like, man, these is my brothers. This is my family because that's what family do for you. You know what I'm saying? Like when you never really had a real family or all of them was doing too bad to help. When you see somebody just a little bit over, you know, and help you, you know what I'm saying? Like you know, you respect that. And that became my family. So, you know, I showed them everything I knew. You know, I showed them how to be, you know, a gangster. I showed them how to be a good guy. I showed them how to, you know, not react because it was times that we could have threw our life away because keep in mind his brother is Bucket and his Bucket had hands under his belt at this time. So, you know, it wasn't nothing for Ivy to do that. But I'm like, bro, you do that, it's over.
Yeah.
We cash our ticket in. I'm still thinking about my struggle and helping my people. And, you know, so it's been a few times me and him could have threw our life away if I would have let him do it. So, you know, but now that he dead, sometimes I think about I would have took a chance of spending the rest of my life in. So like some of them dudes, I stopped them from harming because we was young. Like I'm not saying when he got up and started really getting money. I'm talking about when we was still in the back of Blanche's court. He was ready to put heads to bed then. Because that was the thing to do. That's what his brother was doing. So you know, I was like, nah, you don't got to be like that. And he turned into a hustler.
Yeah.
So then he out hustled all of us.
And
So from the time I went in at 16 and I got out at 18, he had became a full circle hustler, but he went to jail soon as I got out. And when he got out, I went back. So about time he got out again, he was all the way to me. You know, then he pulled up like, bro, I got you. But my mind wasn't on that as, like being a drug boss. My mind was on being a rapper at that. You feel me? So, we started working on that.
And so when you go in, at one of them times, you meet the legendary Soulja Slim.
Right around one of them times.
And at that time, like is he already bubbling? He already hot, or he kind of was on the come up?
I want to say he was hot because he was established, and I want to say this might have had something to do with locking in the no limit deal, because he was in jail, or he had to go to jail, or had to do some time. So that's probably why he signed. I don't know, but because we didn't talk about that, I just knew he was signed. You know what I'm saying? And he was telling me that he was gonna sign me and get me signed and this and that. And I'm like, okay, cool, but I'm like, I'm good. You feel what I'm saying? Because at this point we both in jail, and I'm looking at it like I wanna make it. Like I don't want to be somebody that just don't make a difference, or can't get to his top best ability with his music. You feel what I'm saying? So I was like, man, bro, I'm gonna be all right. And but we stayed cool. We stayed. He stayed true to who he was. Now, when we was in that cell together, it was a different story. We was brothers.
Yeah.
It didn't take long for us to become brothers. We was just probably in there about a week or two or something like that, 8 or 9 days, 10 days. But we became brothers in there. We listened to each other, call time calls, and said, tell this person, hey, and
that type of shit.
Hit this number for me and tell us, all that. So, it was cool, bro, because like I didn't want him to. I wanted him to be a big rapper.
Yeah.
I didn't want him to be a victim to circumstances. You know what I'm saying? I wanted him to be like Notorious Big. I was thinking about like me and him was like Big and Pop.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wanted him to be that big because he still had versatility, but he didn't have too much to talk about, but what he believed in and where he was from.
Right.
That's why I said, like, I was trying to gain knowledge to present. I was trying to I formed the Dome Doctor. I went in BigHead and formed the Dome Doctor.
Yeah.
So I came out and was like, okay, I'm the Dome Doctor now.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, what the fuck? Who that? Yeah, that's me. I come to mentally, like therapy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give some of y'all therapy. So it's like BigHead, the Dome Doctor. So when you put BigHead, that just means a lot. You feel me? And the Dome Doctor, that just means dome is mental.
Right.
Doctor is like a surgeon, therapist or something.
Right.
So it's like I'm definitely come to work on your brain. But they took it and said, oh, that means killing somebody. We like that. And with it. So I was like, hey, making things, you can say it is what you want it to be, but I knew what it was, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now people like, man, that nigga can really rap. Yeah. I was really the Dome Doctor way back then.
And so you come out and you see Trill, man, and being around the success of some of those guys, what is that doing? Why you get out, you watch that? Does that inspire you to be hungry to go after that? Or you kind of like, what was your mindset coming out?
If I could have just got broke off a little bit, I would have been content. I was never worried about nobody else as far as in rapping. Right. I always knew I could hold my own with rapping. But it was about how things would go. Like I watched myself get passed up and passed up and passed up. because people was pulling their partners or their friends or their family in. And I'm just sitting back, you know, accepting that because I'm going in and out. But I'm like, bro, I'm so good. My opinion, I'm like, none of these guys is better than me. So if it ever becomes like somebody like T.I. pop up and want it all, you know, then they got me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know, they're gonna use me anyway. My turn gonna come because somebody gonna come disrespect everybody.
Yeah, and it's over with.
And I'm gonna just, you know, that's why my album never came out, because I wasn't cool with T.I. saying he was the king. Like, I was addressing that on my CD.
Yeah, saying
then.
like, yeah, then.
Yeah, like, you know, and I don't know if it had something to do with it not coming out as far as in that him, but I was just saying it never came out, but I was addressing that then.
Right. And to move forward to that, like saying that, people saying they, you know, they proclaim all this stuff, and that brings me to another point. At what point do you think rap got tainted with the streets and rap? Because it was a time where rap was just rap and the streets was the streets, but I feel like they shouldn't have bought this shit together.
See, after enough street niggas got in rap, then the street rules came. And then once the street rules came, they let the resources decide what the rules was, and the rules changed. But like, it came in as a form of hip hop. Like, it started with gangster music, gangster rap, but it was you know, like Ice-T. Ice-T, you wasn't no gangster. You just was a pretty boy that made a gangster rap song that they felt that they can market.
Yeah.
So then NWA and them say, nah, we gangsters. But when you really look at it, you say, well, maybe Eazy-E.
Yeah, but the rest of them
might have been a gangster.
And maybe, yeah.
But the rest of them was just, you know, get in where they fit in.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and you see that. But, you know, it went from them, and then it just started migrating. You know, like they was good at it. Sibo, you know, a bunch of them. Spice One, you know, but they was poets. You know, like they didn't just, it's like you can live it for a reason, or you can see it or be around it. But rapping it is the key, and still making it sound like what it really is. So they was good at that. But then that's when the sacrificing started coming. That's when, when after Big and Pop died, like, you had to stand on business from there on.
Yeah.
Like, because your label will sacrifice you. And it ain't got nothing to do with no Illuminati. It just got something to do with the money, the resources, the fame, the timing, you know, the bond, the trust, what you said.
Yeah.
You said, no, I ain't finna let you play me, you know, all kind of things.
All type of shit. Yeah.
That's what make that go like that.
And so that's crazy, bro. Like, it's so many rappers that's, you know, these boys, like, you kind of tell who with it and who really ain't. And sad, a lot of these dudes that got killed trying to be that. You see what I'm saying? So
and see, the money is what they respect now. They don't respect the principles, the struggle or what you've been through or what you're going through. It's just the money. So the dudes with the money, you can say they not gangsters, you can say they not thugs, you can say they not street dudes, but they really whatever they want to be because they got the money. So you can say, okay, cool, you ain't gonna do nothing, and then you just press them to do something. Like I won't be surprised if, you know, Ja Morant shoot another basketball player or have some shooters you know, at the game or something like that. Because just like you hear rap, basketball next.
Yeah.
Why you think you see all the rappers at the games?
Yeah.
Basketball next.
Yeah. They
You see basketball players getting into it with people in the crowd and all this and all that because they want to be hard next because guess what? They got money.
Yeah.
And they know money can make you seem like you hard, make you feel Teflon, even if you is a marshmallow. You know?
Yeah.
So, you know, like I don't get it. Like that's when this dude Will Smith slapped this dude. Like that was crazy. But you know, it was the money, it was the situation. Like, you know, bro, this is the Oscars. So by this being the Oscars, and the Oscars owe me some Oscars, I'm gonna do this right here on the Oscars.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You know, because I know the roles that I played in these movies, I can afford to.
Yeah.
Feel me? It's like, okay, Chris Rock, we finna see who the Oscars like the most. And I slap you where they like me the most. But that's what it's all about, like money. And, you know, that's why people be so afraid to give me something or to let me earn something because they can't figure me out. They don't know if I'm a flatline something or if they know I'm going to help somebody for sure. But that's what they don't like. They don't like you helping people. They don't like you trying to have other people with their independence. They don't want that. They want everybody to need somebody.
All right, so man, you know, that leads to this next thing. Like, you know, how dangerous do you think that clout is to the rap game now, man? Because it seems like everybody, like you were saying with Morant, I don't really, you know, you in the NBA, man, you got money. Why you didn't come up like this? So why you want to do this type shit?
Cause money ain't really what it used to be. Cause like the problem come in on the internet where a lot of people got money or they can front like they got money. So it's like, what else you got? Like, okay, you got money, you got talent. Okay, well, we still talking about Michael Jordan right now. So, but what you ain't gonna talk about is Michael Jordan flashing no rod or nothing though.
Right.
Talk about LeBron James doing those, you know, getting into nothing like that. You feel me? You ain't gonna talk about Kobe doing that. So it's like, okay, I'm good like them, but I also do this. You feel me? This is the new era. This is the new millennium. So respect my greatness like this because you seen it in Above the Rim.
Yeah.
You seen it in The Last Boy Scout. You seen it. You know, it ain't like they ain't said it won't come to a high level.
Yeah.
It's just this where we at with it. This is part of destroying ourselves from the people who help make us. They say, well, we're going to help destroy y'all too. We're going to allow this to happen. We're going to let that happen. We're going to show y'all what we want to show y'all. But keep in mind, in a minute, they're going to be able to show you shit that ain't even true. So you could just say, nah, that wasn't me. That the screen did that. You know, they got apps that can create whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, that's why they have people pushing themselves to the limit, you know, because by the time you finish with your iPhone and you making characters of yourself and all this and using certain apps and all that, they're gonna know how to create you, how to recreate your whole image, your look and everything and make you into an animated person. So therefore, they turn that in a few more years and put you back on the internet as a regular person, but saying random shit. Like I done seen it with Snoop Dogg a couple times. They put his head and his face on somebody else's body and have him talking. And you like, fuck no, that ain't Snoop. Snoop didn't say, I know he didn't. But just think, when they do that to just random people, they could. So, you know, what you see ain't gonna be what to believe in a minute.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. And so for like a young rapper, you know, like that's coming up, what would be some of the advice, like the ground rules to keep him silent and keep him making his money instead of getting caught up in bullshit, what would you tell him as you been a vet in the game?
Man, I would tell him to help people, because the people that you help, they're gonna always be your people. They're gonna always respect you. They're gonna always appreciate you. And they're gonna have lives too. Your one life, you can help a lot of people. And all those people you help can turn around and help you if you need them. You know, so help people. Be smart. You see what Michael Jackson did?
Yeah.
That's why Michael Jackson got away and R. Kelly didn't.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson helped people all over the world.
Yeah.
So he got help from all over the world. R. Kelly, you just helped a few people in your circle. That when your money ran out, their loyalty ran out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So help people. Come in helping. You know, if it's putting them on, if it's advertised, if it's showing them something, man, help people, man. Don't ever think that you want it all for yourself or that's what it's going to take, because that's going to be your downfall, not helping people. You feel me?
Facts.
So help people, young rappers. If it's old rappers, help them. If they know how to rap still, put them on a song. Get them into the internet. Show them how to actually get paid, because we ain't get paid.
Yeah.
But the young rappers, the way they change the game, they get paid because they all online and all on all that, and they get bag after bag when they got old rappers that ain't got one bag.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got all the clout, all the street credit, all the love, all that, all the songs, but ain't got one bag.
Yeah, no money. Yeah.
So I couldn't do it, bro. Like, I wanted to be a sacrifice for that. That's why I walked away from Trill. I loved it, them dudes. Them dudes was like brothers to me. You feel me? Like, you know, anybody I get close to become family to me.
Yeah.
So that was my family. But I thought about it, I was like, I never heard of nobody that actually walked away. I heard of a lot of people talk shit, say shit behind people's back, do crazy shit, goofy shit, you know, unnecessary shit because of their situation wasn't how they wanted to be, but they didn't just walk away. They didn't say, well, like fasting. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
right.
I was like, you know, bro, like, I love y'all. I'm not walking away from my loyalty. I'm not walking away from my bond. I'm walking away from the misunderstanding because I live by the code and y'all know that and y'all lied to me. But what y'all didn't lie to me, y'all just know I didn't understand. But I live by the code and y'all knew that for sure. Yeah. So it got to the point to where I'm like, well, if I walk away, it's better than staying and trying to be or being a crutch to the situation. So I was like, man, I'm gonna just get out the way, because if I don't do that, then I don't have nothing. If I don't have no integrity or no self-esteem, I don't have nothing. And that I say I just lead with that.
And that leads me to this next question. Like, you know, I'm sure, you know, you came up under the G code, you know what I'm saying, morals, principles, you know what I'm saying, women and kids off limits type shit. So right. when Hatch and Tip had their situation with, you know, the ratting and the album not coming out, if that was BigHead in that situation, what would you have done different than Hatch? Hatch just say fuck the whole thing. He ain't even want to talk type shit.
Well, that just because things happen a little too fast for sometime you to actually give your true business mind reply. You know, you gave your G code reply. The G code reply is right then and there. Feel me?
It's over with.
Yeah, so he gave his G code reply because that's what that was based off, due to the fact that Charleston had to push all these fake buttons. So it was like, nah, this is just real shit over here. So we teaming up on some real shit over here. So in the process of that, he like, nah, y'all ain't teaming up shit because
he right.
You capping.
Yeah.
You can't be as solid as you say because your dude you teaming up with is like, and I'm like, I'm still saying this, that okay, well, he wasn't the king of rap, and that just make it more solidified because, like I say, I was in the can for staying solid and sticking to my morals and principles while people out here talking about they the king of rap and all that and making Crime Stopper commercials. So I was lost from the Crime Stopper commercial. Yeah. But Boosie was a real T.I. supporter.
Yeah.
He was. Like, I was supporting Jeezy, and Webby was more, I would say Webby was more like supporting Ross.
Yeah.
Because Ross was flamboyant at the time.
Yeah.
But we were still the niggas though. Like I always let them know we the niggas. Let's get some Grammys and some shit like that. That's where all head was at when I was start pressing. Cause I'm like, bro, y'all got the swag, y'all got the voice, y'all got everything y'all need, and y'all got me. Let's do it. Like if you go back and listen to a song like You Don't Want That, that's one of the songs where we knew who we was and what we was planning to do. And it was just us three. It was just me, Boosie, and Webby. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. We wasn't all right. We became all right over time, and due to the fact that family was coming into the label equation, we got more all right because they was already family. Like they was already there watching us do our thing. So once they got in the booth, we was proud to see them. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, do y'all thing. But other than that, we wasn't all right. It was just me, Boosie, and Webby. And then, see, Fox, Mouse snuck Fox in while Boosie and Webby was out of town.
Oh, I got you.
So that was kind of like shiesty.
I got you.
And when they got back, he had wiped me down already. And they was used to getting first dibs at the songs and the tracks and the beats. You feel me? So it was kind of like crazy that they get back. Webby done been on this super long promo tour and Boosie done been on this makeup promo tour because his album came out unexpectedly. So he on a makeup promo tour, but they both gone. You feel what I'm saying? And they gone because Webby is actually your time, and Boosie, you playing, you trying to fix it because you're not realizing the extent of your CD coming out before time.
Right.
So you got to try to fix that. You got to do promo. You got to do shows. You got to be ready if they say, okay, we is finna put it out or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? So it was like they was gone grinding, trying to, build the label and the strength. And they come back and, Fox got it lit already. He didn't need their certification.
And at this time, did you ever meet Pimp C?
I met Pimp C, like, I seen Pimp C 4 or 5 times before Trill. But I actually met him when he got out because he had a big party and T.I. came and Jeezy came and we came. And I met him because Webby wanted me to meet him. Like, we had to take that infamous slow down, you better think about BigHead and Pimp pitch.
Yeah.
But it didn't make it that far because for some reason I think like everything didn't go like it should have went because I wasn't trying to be all in the conversation, but I knew Turk wanted them to know that he had them grew and he had them built from what they was helping them do or however they tried to do it. It had to turn into the real thing. And we went to Houston the real way, 50 deep and nothing but Benzes and Lexuses and, you know, Phantoms and, you know, stuff like that. You know, we was going to welcome Pimp, but we was going to let him know at the same time, like, you know,
Get this bitch.
appreciate what you did. I don't know if they popped him off or what, but I ain't had shit to pop him off, but I was there, you know, and Webby was like, man, Pimp, this big head, this Pimp. And, you know, I'm like, bro, man, you know, it's an honor. And I'm like trying to shake his hand and pose for the picture and all that. But I had to play my position and I ain't want to be like out of pocket because I'm a G. So, you know, I fell back. I paid my homage and fell back. You feel what I'm saying?
And
so by the time I realized Jeezy and T.I. in there, Turk said, let's go.
Yeah.
You know, he said, let's go. No matter if everybody wanted to stay, we had to go.
Yeah, so out the mud, you know, you felt like you felt like that your whole career that you didn't have the kind of support that you should have had or that you would have gave others.
Right. Yeah. And it was like, bro, I got to find a way to get it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got to get it from right here, out the mud. So it's like shit. And I was like, I'm used to it. I always had to get it like that. I always got, you know, the pain go with the rain.
Yeah.
And when you get the rain and you in the dirt, what that form?
Mud, baby.
Mud. You feel what I'm saying? So there go the mud, baby, right there. So it's like, I got to get it out the mud. I already know how to get it out of here. So it's like, shit, you know, let's go. And, you know, like, I ain't heard one rapper yet, one successful rapper that ain't say, I get it out the mud.
Yeah, all of them.
You know, so that just show you my thinking was on. Like, that's why I be wondering, like, what is it? Because I be so on point with things, but it just don't work out. Like, how can a whole rap industry say, I get it out the mud, but don't acknowledge the actual person who came up with it? Not saying created it, but stamped it in the rap game. Like, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Like, and I'd be like, but you know what? They don't owe me nothing, but it's just like, you know, it's kind of scary because when you still trying and motherfuckers don't, you know, acknowledge that, you be wondering like, well, if I make it or if it worked, if something good happened, what might happen?
Yeah, definitely.
You know? So you know, that's where I make sure I stay humble because I know one thing, I can't afford the fun.
Yeah. And before we get out of here, man, just, you know, speaking, do you think that this riding shit in the music, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of them, they overshare in their music, shit they shouldn't talk about. Do you think they'll ever change or it's just kind of out of hand?
Man, it's like this here. Ratting belong in music because these dudes not street dudes. See, the code is what don't belong in music. You know, because ratting is a regular Samaritan can rat.
Yeah.
A good Samaritan supposed to rat.
Yeah.
So it have people that play those positions. Like say for instance with 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine not even black. So you think he gonna give a fuck about ratting on a black person? He ain't black.
Yeah.
That ain't fucking up his at home when he go home to his culture. They don't give a shit about him telling on no black people.
Yeah, he made money. Good.
Yeah, he just was doing what he was supposed to as him. It's the rap people that look at it like, oh, I can't believe that. Now, why not?
Yeah,
why you can't believe Gunna told on himself and incriminated Thugger? Why not? I ain't know them for nothing but what Thugger did for him.
Yeah,
that's all I know them for.
Yeah, you can see it.
See if he had a street certification that was floating in front of him saying, you know, this nigga a street nigga, like, you know.
He
like,
with that. Yeah,
but come on, man. People have a right to be a regular person.
Yeah.
Rap is not the standard of a real nigga. Rap is just rap. They got all kind of fake niggas in rap. That's why I didn't understand why Boosie pulled the plug on T.I. You a businessman, Boosie. show your business side. Fuck that. It's plenty niggas that you done did songs with that's ratting. You just ain't know.
Yeah.
Some niggas gave you they deposit money and you did.
Yo, facts.
And so, I'm not gonna be, now if we in the streets, we doing street shit, then all that shit gotta check out. But if we doing music and that's it, man, you keep that shit to yourself and keep your ass at. Cause once I get what I want to get, it's over with. I'm not finna bond with you and you old ratting ass nigga. No, but I need your bread. Come on with it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that.
And when they say,
and I'm gonna put rat tax on it.
Yeah. Yeah. And when they say, like Gangsta Williams, they say telling on somebody that's dead, and that's kind of what Tip did. Do you consider that still ratting, or it's kind of, since they not?
And I just think the Gangsta Williams situation is just sketch. So I don't want to speak on it, but I will say, from his demeanor and what he been through, he seemed like the type of guy that has the integrity and the mental savvy to pull something like that off.
Yeah.
And if you pull that off, you pulled it off because you was on the inside looking out. Niggas on the outside looking in, it's a different vibe because you pulled off like you escaped from prison, my nigga. That's like an escape.
Yeah.
They let you out.
Yeah.
You think like say for instance some Underground Railroad stuff. Like if they had somebody in there and they said, well, if you tell us how they got them from this point to this point, we're gonna let you out. And the Underground Railroad been gone so long, and all you gotta say is, well, they went to this person's house, that person dead, the person who picked them up dead. I mean, and you still have a chance to go redeem yourself and help somebody and give somebody something. Like that's different because you in the system.
Yeah.
Like it ain't like you cooperating with the system.
You in it.
Already in the system. They making you cooperate. They making you go to sleep. They making you go to child. They making you go on the yard. They making you catch your cut. They making you go in your cell. You feel what I'm saying? So you already at this point cooperating them because once you in there, you have to cooperate with them.
Yeah.
You feel me? Now I don't know. Now you don't telling on somebody and all that. That's different. But when you're in there and you have like grave stories, man, a nigga like me, bro, I be feeling like telling grave stories in interviews just because niggas won't tell them. They want to forget everybody. Yeah. They don't want to name nobody. They want to be the nigga, the past nigga, the present nigga, and the future nigga. No, nigga, you ain't all them niggas. You ain't even really name one of them. So acknowledge the nigga that's really the nigga. I don't give a fuck if it's back then or not. That's why when I like the people ask me about Ivory, I like to bring up Bucky. And I like to bring up the twins now because I knew that it was more than just Ivory, even though Ivory was the golden one, even though he had the purest heart and did the most for people and help people out, and but everybody had their own part in this thing. But that's kind of sort of how that went. So, I just look at my position like I didn't get to know all them people for nothing. Everybody from Baton Rouge don't know Ivory and Bucket and Lee Lucas and Craig Gaines and Alvin Miller and
Calvin
Rico.
Don't
too many one persons know all those people and know Kevin Gates and Boosie and Webby and CeeLo and don't too many one people know BG and it's just too many people for one nigga to know to say that this nigga not the nigga. And niggas from New York, niggas from Chicago, I'm from Detroit, I got too much shit going on. Like, I ain't gonna say that I'm cursed, but I know I have a Southside curse, and I'm Southside cursed. But hey, I walked into that curse. You know, I was supposed to be blessed before that curse. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't know, my nigga. I'm just, you know, still scribing. I just don't want to just be a rapper now because I'm too old, you know. But I'm good. I'm still fire. I'm still hungry.
Yeah.
I'm still on my hyena shit. But, you know, I really want to move out the way. You feel what I'm saying? But I can't move out the way if I don't got nothing to move out the way with. If I come in this game for something, I gotta leave with it or I gotta die trying to get it. I'm caught up in that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. And speaking of Baton Rouge, man, the game room, man. Did you ever hang around the game room?
Man, I made the game room. I was the game room.
Heard a lot about the game
room. I'm the nigga that made the crazy man dance. See, that's why it was called the crazy man, because they ain't want to give me my props.
Yeah.
I want to call it the big head dude. See, in the game room, it was called the big head dude. Damn. But once it got to the next level in high schools and all this other shit, it was called the crazy man. And I'm like, cool.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, I get it. And I'm like, bro, it was all about intensity. Like I said, I knew how to pop lock. I knew how to do dances like that. I didn't know how to do Baton Rouge dances. But the energy from the music and the knuckle up, nigga, don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Where you from, motherfucker? Where you from? Where you from? You know, just songs like that. It just, you had to come with something. And pop locking wasn't it.
Yeah.
So, you know, I just did this a few times and
yeah.
You know it. You know, I'm looking around and
they own that.
You know, they got Bop, they got Doom, they got Willie Bucket, they got, you know, just, and it was just us. Because New Orleans niggas knew how to dance.
Yeah.
They knew how to dance, they knew how to pop or twerk, whatever you want to call it. You know, this nigga DJ Jubilee, shout out to DJ Jubilee. He had a whole crew of niggas. Some of them niggas rappers, so I ain't gonna say who they was, but I've been on them niggas. Yeah. And them niggas will come to the game room and dance their ass off. You feel what I'm saying? Like when that nigga say stop, pause, every dance he say do, he got 4 or 5 niggas with him that's doing them dances. And them niggas knew how to dance their ass off. And I had them with the rap. So like I rapped against them all. I had them with the rap off the Trigger Man beat, same beat. And but with the dancing, like them niggas had their shit together. But once we came out with that crazy man, them niggas ain't want to dance against us no more. They like, nah, that's provoking a fight right there. So, you know, you know, like, bro, but hey, I love Baton Rouge, bro, like, and gonna continue to love Baton Rouge and keep trying to do things for Baton Rouge. And at this point, like, I'm fearless. Like I'm not scared of death. I'm not scared of nothing because I'm on a mission. So, you know, if a nigga take me out now, nigga ain't take me out in my prime, a nigga ain't take me out when I was out there saying, take me out. So, you know, I ain't tripping on that. Whatever happened, happened. I can't determine or dictate what happens behind my back or tomorrow or around the corner down the street. But I know at this point, like all they could do is just try to see me win because I'm certified in the streets. I'm certified in jail. You can't take that away. I graduated. I left it like that. Yeah. My name intact. You feel what I'm saying? So it don't matter what you do. Like sometimes I feel like I'm alive because I'm real. And the nigga want to see me go all fake. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just keep on waiting.
Yeah. And you got, you know, speaking of that, man, like to see, you know, Baton Rouge, man, you know, the Fredos and the NBA young boys come together for the sake of the kids. How did that make? I'm sure that made you feel good, being an OG.
It made me feel great because I've been screaming, use your influence for positivity. Because whatever going on in the real life in the streets, that don't got nothing to do with in the music anyway. It shouldn't. So I'm not gonna judge nobody. I'm not gonna point the finger. I'm not gonna be mad at nobody. All I ask y'all to do is use your influence for positivity. And when I saw them do that, I mean, I almost wanted to feel like I ain't had to rap no more, but I knew that didn't have nothing to do with rap.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, see, like them dudes, like Young Boy, like maybe Fredo, but Young Boy for sure, I walk away. If he say, let it go, big dog, I let it go. Because that's out of respect, because I know I'm in the game too long. You feel me? But I'ma still be looking for some type of resource though.
Yeah, you
if
gotta
I let
have
it
that.
go.
Yeah, you gotta have that. Yeah.
Yeah, like just like Fredo Bang, my little homie, but I'm so far up to where we never really linked.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? So
but you know all the TBGs.
Yeah.
You know all the
like I would say like the only reason why I don't say TBG like family is because principles, respect. You feel what I'm saying? Conduct. You feel me? Like when you know, like all the G's supposed to get acknowledged like G's, respected like G's, no matter if you up or down, because we was in the streets first.
Mm-hmm.
You know, once y'all act like y'all don't understand how the morals and the rules and the street shit go, and real from fake and all that, you know, you can't be biased or perpetuous when you're a real street nigga. So, you know, once I go to seeing that, I'll be like, you know what? I'm not really going to brag on that. I'm not really going to say I'm a part of that, but I'm really be a part of all that, man. I'm really in all them dudes, you know, story or DNA or, you know, playlist or history book. You feel what I'm saying? Because I was, like I say, I come from nothing, bro. I was struggling. Like, if they don't know my rap story, they know my street story. You know, they mamas and daddies and them know me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
That kind of shit. You feel what I'm saying?
And man, like I say, man, it's been a pleasure, man, doing this interview. I've been trying to do it, man. I just had things to come up, bro. But I really appreciate this, bro. Uptown OG for sure. Southside OG.
For sure, man. Shout out to Guapanese, you know what I'm saying? Me and my little partner, my big partner. You feel me? Out of town. He trying to lay around there and get his merch thing off the ground. So you know I'm with him. But you know, this your boy, bro, BigHead the Dome Doctor. I'm glad you hit me up. I'm glad we had this interview. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
And I hope, you know, like you got some of the answers you was looking for.
Yeah.
And, you know, and some of the people that gonna tune in. I hope, you know, we touch them and, you know, like they get some understanding. You know what I'm saying? Because what's real is real. You know.
Yeah, you can't change it, man.
I don't want to come on here and say something on here, and then you see me on another one, and I'm saying some other shit because I said some false shit or some speculation. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just got to keep it solid, you know.
And for the people that don't know, man, where can they follow you at, man, on all platforms?
Man, just follow me, bro, right now, bro, on Instagram and Facebook, bro. BigHead the Dome Doctor. The Dome Doctor, not the BigHead, the Dome Doctor. Because I'm really not a internet type of dude, bro. But it's like I say, if I could hustle in the streets, I could hustle on the internet, so you can find me there. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm trying to get more into it. But you know, BigHead the Dome Doctor, man, Google me and go from there. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody. So I got Switch music on the way. A CD I'm sitting on. You feel me? I got Stability, the album. Another one I'm sitting on. Me and Fox working on one. Me and HD for President working on something. You know what I'm saying? I'm still in the mix, but it's like, man, we got to find a way to get some money besides stream money, because that don't make no sense. That don't add up to nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So like we finna start holding off and just start dropping songs after song, and then see what the impact that do, and just build up off the build up from the actual saying you dropping something, and it just be a song instead of dropping the whole album, and you just get some streams and then can't get no bag back.
Yeah, you should be able to get a bag. Yeah, definitely.
So, you know, right now, nigga trying to figure that part out. So, you know, like hang in there. That's why I'm dropping them fire verses on Instagram for my fans, for my support, for my followers, just to show them I'm staying sharp. My opportunity come, I'm gonna give them everything that they've been wanting.
Yeah.
So, and you know, that's why I do that for them, you know, just to let them know, man, hang in there, bro. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't switch up. Don't bitch up. And don't ditch up. Just stay up. You feel what I'm saying?
Most definitely, dog. Most definitely. Like I say, man, Smith Media TV, man. Give us a shout out if you don't mind, bro.
Man, but you said that too low. You ain't give yourself a shout out.
Hey, Smith Media TV, checking in, man. Most definitely.
Right. So you say Smear Media TV.
Smith. Like I have it Smith. Yeah, Smith Media TV.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that, big brother. I like that. Smith Media. So that's you, Smith, or that's your circle?
Oh, that's me. That's me.
Okay.
That's me.
Right. So you know, this your boy Big Head the Dome Doctor. Shout out to Smith. Shout out to Smith Media TV, bro. I like what you're doing. You know, you sitting down with people and you getting their story instead of letting the internet push their narrative. So, you know, like you say, Smith Media, Ivy Smith. You feel me? So that get a catch. So if you can, when you're doing Smith Media TV, just keep that in mind. You know, that's a good last name and that's powerful, especially in Baton Rouge. And you know, I salute you and I salute the Smith, you know, whole organization. You feel me?
We appreciate that, bro.
So, you know, y'all stay up and you stay up, and if you need to get back up at me, bro, you already know how to reach out, bro. And like I say, Guapanese, the new lingo. 23's on the drop at the kids holla bingo.
Well, definitely, man. From BigHead to Baton Rouge, baby, we out, man.
Bet.
Yeah, this that rap shit. This that step, this that smush, this that flash.